as the number 2 and number 3 seeds after the elimination round. Second quarter begins. Pag-usapan natin yung nangyari sa first quarter doon, Prince. How was Benilde able to build their lead?
Martin, very good question yan. Min-maximize talaga ng Benilde Blazers yung presence ni Allen Liwag habang nasa loob siya. They make sure na kung sino yung bumabantay kay Allen, makuha nila yung help. Ngayon, pag nakuha nila yung help, ma-open si Allen dun sa roll. If hindi naman, ibig sabihin sila yung ma-open dun sa layup na hinahanap nila.
Yeah, and Tony Inod, Jomel Ancheta, starting guards for Benilde were effective in not just scoring but setting up Liwag for easy buckets inside. At bukod doon, nakapag-create din si Allen Liwag ng mga tira niya.
Oh, Martin, to make the story short, Benilde is getting what they want on offense.
That's been the narrative so far, at least after the first frame. Gab Cometa, another former Red Lion, now in the ball game. Cometa has resuscitated himself here in the NCAA, averaging 9 points per game in his first season in the green and white. And the stability he provides, as a veteran guard. Kahit nagsisimula si Jomel Ancheta, ang laking luxury nung meron kang Gabby Cometa off the bench.
Yan yung isa sa mga pros na makukuha mo kapag meron kang veteran na willing mag-step up papunta dun sa second group or off the bench. Kasi yung energy na binibigay ng first group, normally kailangan yung i-match ng second group. If not, dapat mas mataas. And having Cometa in the second group as a leader para sa kanila, malaking bagay yun kasi siya talaga yung nagsiset up and nag-run ng offense nito Benilde Blazers.
And that's why Benilde has one of the best second units in the league. Eman Tagle pulling the trigger. That one around and out. Lina underneath. He draws the foul against Edson Serrano. So Allen Liwag, Bismarck Lina rather, proceeds to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Now for the Red Lions, free throw shooting was one of their weaknesses in the elimination round. Dito, naghahabol sila. Hindi dapat sila mag-waste ng mga oportunidad. And this is Bismarck Lina at the free throw line. Entered the season a couple of games before we ended the first round. And now he's a regular part of the rotation of Coach Yuri Escueta. Now we go back courtside. Here is the second quarter report from Alia Fideliaga.
Today, we will witness a battle between the number 34s on the court today, Bismarck Lina and Allen Liwag. Interestingly, the number 34 actually chose Bismarck as it was just assigned to him because they were not expecting him to suit up for the season. Allen Liwag, on the other hand, chose 34 as a tribute to his brother and role model who wears the same jersey. As these big men face off on the court, tough defense will be the key. Both Bismarck and Allen are determined to put in the work to stop each other in the shaded area. So let's see how the battle of the bigs will play out today. Back to you, Martin and Prince.
Thanks, Alia. Trivia on why they're wearing number 34 here. Pareho pang center. As we see AJ Royo here, controlled on the break. That's how you do it, says AJ Royo. And the Red Lions are contesting this one. Alam mo, Prince, akala ko number 34 silang dalawa kasi idol nila si Shaq.
Sasabihin ko pa lang dapat, Martin, kasi yung laro nila parehas, may similarities naman talaga kay Shaq. Although, syempre, yung mga players natin ngayon, factor na rin ng change yan. And marami sa mga players natin na bigs ngayon na may magagandang footwork na kaya na rin maglaro sa labas.
That's right. Here in the second frame, si AJ Royo ang nagbibigay buhay sa San Beda Red Lions. Ian Torres lost the handle on the ball. So another turnover for the Blazers here. So San Beda tightening the screws in the second frame.
And Martin, nakikita ko si Coach Charles ngayon na sobra yung kanyang changes dito sa game. Kung mapapansin mo, hindi niya iti-take talaga yung chance na kung sino man ang magkamali or kung sino man yung masyutan o makapag-commit ng something na magbibigay ng additional points para sa San Beda, inilalabas agad niya.
Yeah. Zane Halbuena, first-year player for the Red Lions, who was used sparingly in the elimination round, getting some meaningful minutes against Benilde. Yukien will put this on the floor. Andrada He's able to draw the foul. 2 free throws coming up for San Beda's team captain. And this is the second foul on Allen Liwag. So he needs to be careful. Can't pick up number 3. Kasi pag nakatatlo ka, matagal-tagal ka magpapahinga.
Oh, Martin. Pero again, reminding you last game, same thing ang nangyari dito kay Allen Liwag. Maaga siyang nag-commit ng mga fouls na yon, pero nakita natin kung ano yung tiwala na binibigay sa kanya ni Coach Charles na letting him stay inside the game despite being in foul trouble.
Yeah, yun yung abilidad nito ni Allen Liwag. And it's hard to do, especially if you're a big man. At lalo na kapag prominent ang front line ng kalaban mo.
Oo, and dyan papasok yung disiplina ng player na kung paano niya gagawa ng paraan na maging effective and at the same time, nag-iingat siya na makakuha ng mga fouls na hindi naman talaga kinakailangan.
27-18, Kalimag is back in the ball game. Kalimag had 4 points in that first quarter as part of the starting unit. And here is Mark Samo. You see ball pressure being applied by the red shirts. Royo, kinukulit. Itong si Ancheta. And that's too close for comfort. Royo called for the foul. That's only the first team foul on San Beda. And I'm amazed with the composure of Jomel Ancheta. You know, this is the Final Four stage. A lot of fans attending, but he is unfazed, Prince. He is embracing this opportunity.
Nako, unnecessary foul mula dito sa San Beda.
And that's 2 straight fouls on the Red Lions. Si Halbuena naman yung tatawagan dito. 18-27, Justin Sanchez will trigger the ball. Palit daw sila ni Cometa.
But you know, Martin, that might not be a good sign para sa San Beda yung dalawang fouls. Pero in the eyes of the coaches, I think magandang sign yan para sa kanila dahil knowing na nafa-foul itong San Beda dahil sa depensa.
Cometa with the left hand.
Kinaliwa. That was a very tough shot. Kung aalala mo yung for the win shot nitong ni Kyrie Irving, medyo kahawig mo.
Yeah. Royo. Halbuena. Joe Celso now with the basketball. Back to Halbuena who pulls the trigger. Off the back iron that time. Ball is up. And it is with RC Kalimag. Another chance. Halbuena. No. 2 misses for the rookie. Gabby Cometa to Allen Liwag who gets fouled. And Kalimag was left with no choice in that situation as we see the play here. Gab Cometa with a lefty touch. How about that shot by Cometa? Ayun, no?
Simple lang. Kumbaga, pagdating niya dun sa lane, inisip niya kanan ba o kaliwa. Parang mas maganda tignan pag kaliwa eh. So, kaliwa na lang.
Doon ako dun sa arm ko na may sleeve.
Hindi. Yan yung dyan papasok yung experience, Martin. Kanina pinag-usapan natin na isa yan sa mga veterano talaga na nilulook up to ng Benil Blazer, Pagdating dun sa lane na yon, iniwan niya yung bantay niya, nasa may right side. Bakit mo nga naman ititira ng kanan kung pina-ensayo mo naman yung kaliwa?
Robin Ive, former Benil Blazer, is watching here inside Cuneta. And Allen Liwag at the free throw line here. They have the 11-point lead. They've done a great job in maintaining this double-digit advantage. And Liwag adds on to it. 30-18 now as Bismarck Lina comes back. Joe Celso will take a breather.
Martin, explain ko lang sa'yo kung ano yung nakikita ko talaga dito sa first quarter and kalahati ng second quarter. Itong Benil Blazers, the reason why they're up is yung mga players nila na kailangan ng touches, which is si Inot, Liwag, Ancheta, already has 15 attempts out of their 20 attempts. Ang San Beda, Yukin Andrada only has 2 attempts and si Bismarck Lina has 1.
Pero ito, sagot sa mga dasal ng mga bedista. That's Penny Estacio nailing the three-pointer. And they cut the lead down to 9. That's the first triple of the game for the Red Lions. And rebound goes to guess who? Penny Estacio. Here's Penny again. Penny runs into a wall. That's his teammate, Bismarck Lina. Pero foul ang itinawag dito kay Gabby Cometa. And this is one guy that they can rely on. Penny Estacio from the top of the key. First triple for the Red Lions.
Ayan yung ina-explain ko sa'yo kanina, Martin. Pag hawak ni Bismarck yung bola, tapos nasa same side si Yuki, kinailangan pa nila nung tao sa top guy para humelp. Kasi hindi nila pwedeng iwanan si Yukian dun sa ball side. Ngayon, nung humelp yung tao niya, nakita ni Bismarck na si Penny ay open, dun niya pinasa. And for them to knock out those shots, yun yung mga kailangan nila. Kailangan nilang hanapin yung mga open shots na ganun by being patient, running their plays.
Yeah. It's been tough today from the outside for San Beda. Only 1 out of 10. And that's actually their biggest weapon as a team. Number 1 3-point shooting team. Number 1 team when it comes to perimeter points dito sa ating liga. So, if you take away those perimeter points, mahihirapan talaga yung San Beda.
Yes, Martin. And again, paulit-ulit ko itong sinasabi tuwing San Beda ang naglalaro. Si Yukian has to be aggressive. And so far, I haven't seen Yukian na humingi ng bola dun sa gwardiya nila para i-set up yung sarili nila. Malaking difference kapag si Yuki ang nagiging aggressive from the beginning of the game kasi you're really gonna spread the defense ng kalaban.
Has to assert himself here. Here's Bismarck Lina. Meantime, asking for the basketball. One-legged fadeaway. It's a miss. Here comes Joel Ancheta. Ancheta with 8 points across his name. He goes to Sanko. Over to Sanchez here. With over 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ancheta gets crowded. Paul Turco inside. Again, it's another setup job by Jomel Ancheta. This time setting up Paul Turco.
The guards really are stepping up para dito sa Benil Blazers. Yan ang kailangan ngayon pigilan ng San Beda. Kailangan nilang higpitan pa yung depensa nila dun sa mga gwardiya para hindi ma-set up yung mga teammates nila.
Penny Estacio off the crossover. Bounce pass. Bismarck Lina could not finish. And it's those misses that are really hurting the Red Lions here. Enot chose to pass. Sanko. Kaboom! Mark Sanko gives Benilde their largest lead of the game, 35-21. Timeout, Red Lions.
Para sa akin, balance. Yun yung pinaka main keyword ng ng team namin ngayon, balance. Walang star player, walang kung sino ka, walang nasa taas. Lahat kami pantay-pantay. So lahat kami mag-work and then gagawa para sa team namin. Ayun, magtutulong-tulong kami. Last playing year ko, gusto ko mag-iwan ako ng magandang mark dito sa EAC. Gusto ko maipasok kami sa Final Four ngayong season bago ako umalis. And then ayun, para yun yung maiwan namin sa mga younger guys namin. Yun yung pinaka tinatak ko sa utak ko ngayon.
Sobrang special kasi last ko na to eh. Kumbaga, sobrang tagal ko na dito. Ito season na isa na naman talaga goal namin ngayon eh. Gusto lang namin makapasok sa Final Four.
Sobrang sarap sa feeling na makapaglaro ako ng season 100. Lalo na lalaroin ko yung last year ko kay Coach Gerson. So ever since nung naglaro ako sa college, pinapangarap ko na maging coach ko sa college team ko. So yun, super excited ako na maging coach ko si Coach Gerson.
Si Coach Gerson alam niya kung paano akong gagamitin. So yung
back to the ball game, and I correct myself, the second largest lead of the game for the Blazers at 14 right now. Allen Liwag, MVP numbers in season 100. Big double-double average, 14 and 11. And in both categories, he leads his team.
Martin, just another day para kay Allen Liwag. Again, lagi natin pinag-uusapan na si Allen, yung mga numbers na ganyan, points and rebounds, given na yan sa kanya. Ang pinakamalaki talagang naibibigay niya dito sa Benil Blazers is yung presence, the mere presence na meron siya na nasa loob siya. Kasi hindi alam ng kalaban kung paano nila siya didepensa. Kumbaga, they're gonna have to pick their poison. And most of the time, mali yung napipili nila.
Tony Inot scoring his 9th point in the first half. Ito na ang pinakamalaking lamang ng Benil, 37-21. As Andrada and Inot get tangled up at the post. Ito yung galaw. Jomel Ancheta, the find for Paul Turco inside. And Tony Inot this time choosing to pass. How about that right wing three coming from Mark Sanko? Big time triple. Tony Inot took this one himself. Brian Sahonia. Yukien Andrada. Well attacked. Yukien scores. So now we are seeing aggression from Sunbear's team captain.
And that's what they're lacking dito sa umpisa ng ating first quarter at saka kalahati ng second quarter. Medyo tahimik yung mga dapat nagkumagawa ng ingay para sa San Beda.
Tony Inot against Eman Tagle. 5 to shoot. Paul Turco. Yes! Quality minutes off the bench for Paul Turco. What a reliever for Aden Liwag here, found by Coach Charles as Estacio misses on the fade. Look at the assist numbers here. 8-2 in favor of Benilde. Jomel Ancheta. Paul Turco, hanap sa ilalim. Justin Sanchez with easy deuce. And Benilde is running away with it.
Things are really going well para dito sa Benilde Blazers. Isang napakalaking reason kaya ganito kalaki yung lamang nila is because they are playing a team basketball. And it's really, really beautiful to watch. Alam mo, them sharing the basketball, knowing na yung mga players nila ay capable of creating plays for themselves, pero umiikot yung bola nila.
Yeah. Ito yung galaw ni Yukien Andrada, and that amazing play from Yukien Andrada is definitely our McDonald's play of the game, brought to you by the new and better McCafe Iced Coffee, Boulder Brew, Premier Blend, McDonald's, Love Godo. They need more of that from Yukien Andrada. Again, if the offense is as stagnant as this for the Red Lions, kailangan ng gumawa ng paraan ito ni Yukien Andrada. And Bismarck Lina right here connecting on the first free throw.
Normally, itong Beda, makikita natin na nag-i-involve talaga sila ng lahat ng players sa offense nila. And that's one of their strengths. But now, we're only seeing two-man games being executed by San Beda. And so far, it hasn't been effective for them.
That's right. Timeout muna tayo, called by the Benil Blazers.
Previous months namin, madami kami off-season tournaments, training outside of the country, mga 2 times, Japan and Indonesia. So nakakatulong yun sa off-the-court bonding namin and sa gelling ng team, and it helps a lot. And I think prepared na kami para season 100.
Yukien Andrada, 12.4 points per game. One of the best three-point shooters as well. 35% with 5 rebounds and 1 assist. It has been a solid season for Yukien Andrada, but this is what was expected from him from the beginning.
Yes, and so far, Yukien Andrada and Bismarck Lina only have 6 points combined in their names. Hindi may hirapan ng San Beda kung ganun ang output nila.
Meantime, Allen Liwag just hit double figures. He now has 11 points and 4 rebounds. And now Benilde has established a 19-point lead. Song Kuya. And Mark Sanko comes away with it. Tony Enot now. Enot will be fouled. He will shoot 2 in a bit. And the Red Lions, nothing going their way in the first half. Opposite is happening for the Blazers. Liwa getting everything he wants on the offensive end. 11 points, 5 out of 6 shooting, Prince.
Oh, napakalaking bagay niyan para sa Benilde. And again, itong si Allen Liwag, alam natin na he is a monster in the paint. So what is San Beda planning to do with that? Should they help? Should they stay with him? Pero yung guards ng Benilde Blazers nagsi-step up din. If they stay with him, they get open layups. So pipili ka talaga. Paano mo ba gusto lalaroin tong laro na to?
No! Enot misfires. Tony just making one. Brian Zahonya will make a trip to the free throw line. Sanchez ang tatawagan ng foul dito. Tony Enot, second guy in double figures today with 10 points already. Alongside 4 assists. Allen Liwag, papalitan itong si Paul Turco. Matthew Oli is also in the game.
Martin, ko ako si Coach Charles. Alam mo itong mga players na pinapalit niya para kay Allen Liwag, they've already done their job. They're
Precisely.
giving Allen Liwag the rest he needed, and at the same time, they're giving a positive impact whenever they're inside the court.
Yeah, that's Paul Turco. 4 points for Turco in just 4 minutes of action. At nung oras na yon, nakakuha ng quality rest itong si Allen Liwag. 44-26. And while all of that is happening, lumobo pa yung abante ng Benilde. Tony Enot with a quick turn! Foul against Brian Zahonya. How about that quick spin by Tony Enot on his former teammate Eman Tagle? Ooh! That's an elbow to the armpit. Oh! It looked worse on the first angle na tinignan natin. Wow! So, sisilipin to ng ating mga opisyales. This is referee Toti Celeste, our crew chief today, also FIBA International referee. And referee Arnold Raitos. 2:12 remaining here in the first frame. Are we seeing signs of frustration from San Beda, Prince?
You know, Martin, sometimes yung mga ganyan na klase ng play coming from a player's perspective, hindi natin nakakalata na nangyayari yan. Especially if you're down this big and then your opponent keeps on pushing and pushing and pushing, and sometimes they get desperate, and you know, instead of going for the ball, they make sure na their opponents can feel their presence defensively.
Pwede, pero natawagan siya ng unsportsmanlike foul, and this is gonna be big for Benilde. 2 free throws plus a bonus possession. And Tony Enot, hinahawakan pa rin niya yung kanyang balikat dito. Yeah, dun sa may armpit area. So, he won't be able to take the free throws. Gabby Cometa will step in.
Yan yung sinasabi mo kanina, Martin, ano? Imagine getting Enot out of the game, pero si Cometa yung papalit. Kumbaga, yung player na pinalit ni Coach Charles kay Enot can produce the same thing as what Enot is doing.
Tsaka lahat ng itong mga guards ni Coach Charles, napakalalim, lahat threat sa court. They manufacture their own shots and are also very unselfish. Can read situations well. 1 out of 2 for Cometa. Back to a 19-point lead. Here's Cometa now. Dinidikitan ni Eman Tagle. Jomel Ancheta pulls the trigger. Jomel Ancheta, that one rims out. Sanko collects the offensive board. Ancheta with the lob. Liwag inside. And the deuce. 13 points in the first half for Allen Liwag.
Allen Liwag getting super aggressive, making sure na makakita lang siya ng konting puwang doon sa paint, isisil niya na yung bantay niya. Kasi yung mga teammates niya, nilalabas talaga yung mga defender nila, giving him that wide open space to operate inside.
And now, the lead is a whopping 21-point advantage. Gabi Cometa misses. Pero tignan natin to. Ancheta misfired on the 3. But right there, to the rescue, etong si Mark Sanko soaring for that offensive rebound. And then back to Jomel Ancheta who just fed Liwag.
And kung mapapansin mo, Martin, tong lineup ng San Beda na nasa loob ngayon, they have a very small lineup. Which normally, hindi mo yan sasabihin sa San Beda because alam natin na yung bigs nila malaking presence para sa kanila tuwing nasa loob. But for now, yung lineup nila medyo maliit. And si Allen Liwag, sinisigurado niya na mamamaximize niya yun. Na walang kayang bumantay sa kanya doon sa loob. Kasi sino aabot sa kanya doon? Walang Jomel Puno, walang Bismarck Lina, walang Celso. That's gonna be tough for San Beda.
So they're looking at this play. Gabi Cometa getting fouled on the lefty lay. Tignan natin. Yan, pinag-uusapan ng dalawang opisyalis natin. This time it's Jerome Guy and Toti Celeste as we see the Benilde fans. Barangay Liwag nandito sa Cuneta Astrodome cheering for Benilde. Again, they want to get back to the finals. Last time they were there, season 98, in that grueling battle with the Letran Knights in the finals. Lots of layers in that final series that went to 3 games and that completed the three-peat for the Knights. Okay, so challenge unsuccessful. But the Blazers will have possession. Bismarck Lina, we mentioned earlier, maliit na lineup. That will not stick for Coach Yuri. Now they have Lina, Andrada. And that front line with Zahonia Tagle and AJ Royo. So quicker guards inside for the Red Lions as Ancheta takes care of business. That's an open 3 for Ancheta. And he's also in double figures. 11 points.
Yan naman ang downside ng San Beda having a very big lineup. Yung mga guards ng Benilde Blazers, may hihirapan silang labasan kasi they're now focused on the big guys. And so far, yung big guys ng Benilde Blazers, kahit wala si Allen Liwag sa loob, are very, very effective.
Look at this. Swing. Another pass. Ollie to Ancheta for the open fire. A 3-pointer from the corner to the delight of the Benilde bench. 50-26. Benilde almost doubling up on San Beda here in the first half.
You know, Martin, this is what they get for having 12 assists in the first half with 1 minute left. And San Beda having only 2.
Okay, just to give you guys more numbers here. Benilde is shooting 60%. That's 60% from the field. 20 out of 33 compared to the 31% of the Red Lions. Zahonia, all air. Sanko, Cometa, back to Sanko here. Only for 3. Got it! A 26-point lead for the Blazers.
Blazers making sure they set a tone para dito sa Final Four going into the finals.
What an avalanche for Benilde. Royo misses everything. And we have about a 3-second difference between the shot and the game clock. It is with Jomel Ancheta. He has 11 points here in the first half. Ancheta against Royo. Still with Royo. 6 to shoot. Inside pass. Sanko for 3. Off the back iron. Tippin is off. And time expires in the second frame. Outright domination by the Blazers, 53-27. Stats and analysis coming your way after the break.